Hi, it's Karen Richards with RE/MAX, and I'm here today for some of the top things that go wrong when a buyer buys a home and how the deal turns south. Okay, well, here's what I see many times, many mistakes that are made. First of all, pre-approval. I cannot stress, being a licensed loan officer as well as a real estate broker, the mistakes that are made in lending. When you enlist a mortgage professional, make sure they do more than credit only, okay? Make sure they've seen your W-2s, they've seen your tax returns, they've seen your paycheck stubs, your bank statements. Make sure they know if you're married, you're divorced, you owe child support, anything like that, because all that will show up at the middle or the end of the transaction. And if you've already put money for appraisal, inspection, and earnest money up, you're out to lose some big bucks, and so we want to prevent that. Second, properties that don't meet qualification. This is huge. Many real estate professionals, many loan officers, many homeowners don't realize in traditional finance, houses have to have appliances. For example, if there was a stove supposed to be there and it's not there, it has to be there to qualify for many loans out there today. If there's a little bit of wood rot outside, or if there's a window that's cracked, what happens during the process, and I'm pretty much talking about your typical FHA loans, your VA loans, your USDA loans. Conventional is a little more flexible, but many of those loans that are very minimal money down. You see a home, you love it, you go, oh, I can replace that carpet, or that carpet that's not in that one bedroom is removed. I see the concrete, doesn't bother me. And a real estate professional says that's fine too, but here's what many people don't realize. It has to be in to qualify for the loan. So what happens is, after you get through this whole process of inspection, you've got your earnest money up, you're in final loan approval, they've ordered the appraisal that you paid out of pocket for. What happens is the appraiser will make recommendations of what repairs needed. And if there's a missing stove or missing carpet in one room and all we can see is the foundation, what happens is it goes into lending, and when the underwriter who checks the loans for the loan officers, what's going to happen is they kick it back and say that's got to be repaired or the house is not going to be loanable. The reason they do this is with the homes that put the minimal amount of money down, they want to protect you as a home buyer and owner from having problems trying to make a lot of repairs and trying to make your mortgage payment. Since you have very little money down into the property, it's also protection for the lender. So keep that in mind. So if you go to a home and you're doing a traditional loan, bring those questions up to the loan officer and the real estate professional if they don't bring them up to you, okay? Third, what other things? Not paying attention to deadlines. There are deadlines in the contracts. If those are passed, that's when money is at risk. So make sure your real estate professional and you discuss those timelines and that you keep an eye on those. So those are just a few tips of what goes wrong in real estate transactions, probably the biggest. And so make sure you are on target with that, and if you see any of these things that go on, so you can prevent any of those challenges and make your life really much easier when you're buying a home. So I hope that helps you today. Have a great day, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.